Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been quite a while since I've uploaded a new video, and I'm sorry about that. We've actually been in the process of moving. We moved at the end of December from Texas, and we moved up to Washington State. And because we're a military family, that whole process usually starts like a month before, and when you throw in Thanksgiving there. And my husband was out of town until right around Thanksgiving, and then so it was a crazy couple months there, and then we got here, like I said, at the end of December, and so we've just kind of finally got settled, and so hopefully now that we're almost done unpacking, I'll have more time to do videos. I got a new computer for Christmas, and so that should help uploading things be a lot easier and quicker for me, because I want to be better about consistently posting each week on my channel, and getting more content for you as my viewers and subscribers. So what I have for you today is my new planner for 2020. New year, new planner, right? And so one of the things I'm excited about is, in the past, I've had a separate homeschool planner from my personal planner. And this year, I wanted to see what it would be like to put everything into one planner. And I saw this planner, this type of planner, on another channel on YouTube, and I thought, I'm going to try this out. So this is the 2020 Recollections Family Planner. It is a 12-month planner, so it does end in December, starts in January. And like I said, it is a family planner. And this year, Recollections, it was really nice because when you went to purchase, they had stickers on all their planners. And so it told you if it was a family planner or a goal planner or, I can't remember, maybe exercise planner. They had all different kinds. And so it was easy to see, what type of planner it was, and you could search a little bit easier. So it's a pretty nice, decent planner. This is a large planner. If you hear some crying, I'm sorry. I'm hiding in my bedroom, and my youngest son has just been crying all day today. I don't know what's going on. He's probably tired. I think they were up too early, but you know how it is. Like, he's 6, and just when he's tired, everything makes him cry. Anyway, so like I said, this is the bigger planner. You can see this is my hand, and I like having a bigger planner, especially if I'm going to do everything all in one. I'm going to have a little bit bigger planner, so that I can see what I'm doing. Hold on just one second. Yeah, buddy, what you need? Okay, I'll be out in just a minute, okay, buddy? I'll be out in just a minute, bud. He's been fighting with his siblings all day. Anyway, he'll be fine. It comes with the metal coil binding, and this one's a gold binding. It is a very thick laminate cover, which I love because it's not only is it, waterproof, it's super durable. This was one of the things that when we moved, we had them pack up, which I actually should have brought it with me because it took me a couple days to find it. And you could tell because it's a little bit warped that it was, packed up for quite a while with stuff on top of it, because it's that thick, heavy laminate, it's no worse for the wear. So that's what the back side looks like. So let's open it up. This is the front. Sorry about the glare. You can see my fan in there. It's night. It's like 7 o'clock. And so had to have the light on, the overhead light on, just to have light in the room. So that's why the video quality is not that great either. It's not great lighting, but I like the little fox design. I thought that was cute. So the first thing, we have this nice little resealable pouch, which I like because if I'm going to take this out, I don't want to take my whole bag. I have a huge, zippered pouch full of pens. There's probably over 50 pens in there. A lot of them are the erasable friction pens. I've also got the Papermate Flair pens that I love. And so instead of taking all of those with me, if I'm going to take this out to a Girl Scout meeting or something where I need to write down information, I can just shove a few pens in there. And I can also put coupons in there, flyers, or, what have you. So I like having that in there. This is the little title page. There were some lines here to add your information. And then I have definitely had fun adding stickers and things so far. So the first tab here says 2020, and the first 2 pages are the years at a glance. So what I'm using this for is I'm using it to plan out our vacations for homeschool. So I've drawn lines through everywhere where I know we're going to take vacation. I haven't like decided yet where we're going to do spring break, and if that's going to be it. And obviously things change, but as of right now, this is what it's looking like. I don't know if I will do the same for 2021. I may work on it toward the end of the year, and then if this planner worked out for me, kind of switch all that over when I get a new planner. But it's nice to have this when I'm planning, just to be able to glance and look ahead. So that's how that is laid out. And then it has another yearly calendar, which I thought was very neat, because the way it's laid out, you have, let me see if you can see that. So you have like the months listed, and then vertically you have the days listed. And so this is what I'm using for our attendance tracker. So I'm drawing a line through the days we don't do school, and then I'm just circling the days we do actually do school. And then at the end of each month, I'll just write the number of days that we've done school, and so I can track it that way. I know that some planners like the Mardel have separate attendance trackers for each student. But with us, if one of us isn't doing school, then most likely the rest of us aren't doing school. If somebody's sick or something like that, I'm not going to make the others do school. It just doesn't work for us. So it just works out for us to do the attendance tracker all together like that. We also have important contact sheets here. I don't know if I'll use these or not. I may and just may not put all of the information down. I may just put like maybe a name and then the first initial of their last name and phone number. I don't really like putting people's information down on paper and then taking it with me in case I were to lose it or leave it somewhere. So I don't know. We'll see. Or I might just like, instead of the name, I might just write like the organization. So if it's Girl Scouts, I might put Girl Scouts and then a phone number, as the contact for that. We'll see. Now, before each month, there is a lined notes page. So if you can see here, it's lines on one side, and then you've got like the bullet journal dot matrix type little sidebar here. So what I'm doing with this, because like I said, this is an all-in-one planner, I'm using it to plan out my menu for each month. So this is the January meal plan. And I just, what did I use? I think I used like, I can't remember, like the cover of a book or something to draw these lines. I have rulers that the kids have, but yeah, I just did a little grid here and wrote that out. And I don't have like the best handwriting, and I'm not like super creative, but for me it works. And this helps me to budget, because when I write out my meals, then I can plan out my grocery list. I do Walmart grocery pickup. That way I'm not in the store buying things that I don't need, so I can look at my running total and budget that way. And it's a new year, and I know a lot of people, that's one of their big things is to be better about, spending and budgeting, and we're still trying to pay off debt. And so this is one way that's helped us. Now, the beginning of January is a little bit different because you have these extras right in here. After January, all of the months, I'll show you, they look where like this would be the last page of the month, and then you would have the new month divider. So one thing that's nice about the recollection planners, they come with stickers. So you've got all these fun pastel kind of rainbow color stickers, which are really cute. I love all these. I love the hello and the weekend vibes. Really cute. Then you've got your little icon stickers. And then you have this fun and nice, sturdy double pocket folder. And so I like this because I do have a lot of things that I get from the kids for random activities. That'll be nice to be able to carry those and have them all in one place. And this is the divider for January. They're all really cute, and I've had a lot of fun starting to decorate them. And this is what the calendar spread looks like for each month. They're all rainbow, and I've added in stickers and things like that. But because this is my all-in-one planner. Everything goes in this. So not just homeschooling stuff. So I may put, stuff about homeschool, but I also have like our Wednesday night church stuff, when I've done grocery shopping, library stuff that's due, Girl Scouts, field trips, Cub Scouts, birthdays, what have you. This is how I'm using this. Everything that we are doing as a family, or even just individually, like if my husband's got stuff going on, or, either any of us have doctor's appointments, whatever, all of it is going in here. So I can look and see everything in one place. I don't have to go to multiple planners finding it. Up here, last year, my word for the year was simplify. And this year it is be intentional. So I want to make sure that I'm being intentional about everything I'm doing. And that's just for me to remind me when I look at my calendar. Over here, there's more of the little bullet journaling style note area. And so I'm just using that as listing things that I need to do and remember to do for the month. This is what the weekly spread looks like. And this is why I figured that this was going to work out really well for us for homeschool, for the curriculum planning each week. We didn't do school this week because it was still part of Christmas break, but I did start listing what we were reading. But this is what it looks like. So you have Monday through Sunday, and then you have 6 sections here, and then an additional little kind of like notes section down here. And so I'll show you how I'm doing that. So up here, I've got Bible, history, social studies, science, geography, and then each one of them have their own section where I write their math, handwriting, reading, language arts, anything like that. And so that's kind of how I am doing that. Last week, we didn't really get into these subjects. We just focused on the core subjects because it had been so long since we had done school. Plus, I was still unpacking, but I did have these things. I made sure actually I took these with us in the car instead of having them packed up so that if it was a while till we got our household goods, I would still have their core subjects for us to work on. Up here, I've listed our read aloud that we're doing and some of the picture books we've read. We do all our read alouds and picture book reading at night at bedtime. It just seems to work for us because I like to give my kids lots of breaks during the day. I call them brain breaks because, there's only so long that you can listen to someone read to you. Even if it's something interesting, your brain needs a break. And I don't want to try to shove too much in during the day. I want them to be learning and I want them to be focusing, but I also want them to enjoy the day and be creative. And I don't want to just try to shove every single little minute full of something. And so that's why we do that at night. Plus, it's nice for them to just they all lay there and they listen to my read. And I feel like it's a good way to kind of wind down for the end of the day. And then at the bottom here, if we do anything extra like art or cooking or like I've got library day, I write that stuff down here. So this is kind of going to be for electives, sewing, random things, stuff that, stuff you don't even think about sometimes. Like, oh, they spent an hour building with Legos and we think to ourselves, oh, they're just playing with toys. But no, they're, if they're building intently with Legos and designing, like they're using their brains. And so I want to make sure that I note those things. One thing that the way I am doing planning this year, it used to be where I would write everything down for the week. Like this is what we're doing this day, this day, this day, this day. And I would do everything in erasable pen because I knew that those things would probably change throughout the week. And it, it did, it would. There would be days where we didn't do school for one reason or another. And it kind of got a little frustrating because I was tired of just erasing everything and trying to keep up. I felt like if I planned out the entire week and we only did 3 days or we didn't get to any science during that week, I kind of felt like a failure. And I didn't like that. I'm very much one of those people that likes to check off the boxes. And so if I have it written down and I don't get to it, it really bothers me. And so one thing that I am doing this year is that instead of writing out what we're doing before we do it, like pre-planning the week. I am writing it down after we've done it that day. So today we did school and this is everything we did. That doesn't mean in my head I don't know what we're doing that week. I know exactly what I have kind of planned out as far as Bible and all of that stuff, but I'm not physically writing that down until we're done that day. And so I know for a fact that we got through all of this. And it just kind of works. Like today I had planned I wanted to do science and geography, but because we had a forecast of snow and I needed to go to the grocery store, I had to get out in the middle of the day and go and get that before potential snow. So we didn't really get to science today, which was fine because they stayed home with my husband and they did a bunch of drawing and building with Legos. And actually my kids helped cook dinner tonight. So I'll put that down too, because obviously we know cooking is science. And so that's how I am planning my year this year. I do look over things like science and history just to make sure if there are any kind of projects that I can go ahead and get those materials ready. But like I said, I won't physically write down, oh, we did this, this, and this, or we're going to do this until we've actually done it. Over here, once again, I'm keeping track of the books that we read. So it's kind of like our book tracker. And then down here for myself, I want to be intentional. There's that word, about creating like time for myself each day to be in the Word. That's something I've not been really good about this past year. And I can tell that when I am reading my Bible and in the Word, I'm more at peace. I'm more calm. I'm less likely to react to things. I respond to situations rather than react. I've always heard that it's like medication. You don't want to have a reaction to a medication you're taking. You want to have a response. Reaction tends to be not thought out and irrational, something that happens that wasn't planned for, whereas a response is more of a planned, thought out thing. And so when I am in God's Word, for me, I'm just a better person. And so I want to make sure, just one second, I want to make sure that I am being intentional about setting aside time for myself and then writing down when I do those things. And so that is what our weeks will look like. And every week layout is the same. And so, like I said, at the end of each month and before the new month, there is that lined page. And so this will be the meal planner. Once I get closer to February, this will be the meal planner for February. And then this is what February looks like. Once again, I've had fun with stickers. I have so many stickers. My husband gave me like this really nice glare when we started unpacking all my stickers and washi tape. And so I'm officially now not allowed to buy any more stickers or washi tape. So this is February. Then we have March. And I haven't really done a whole lot of decorating. April, once we got past April. This is May. June. July, August, disregard my kids arguing over brushing their teeth, September, October, November, let's see, where is it? Sorry, December. And then at the end of December, there's one more section. So this is the end of December. There's that notes page. And then the last section is notes. And so it's a little weird to me when I first opened this, that this divider page is actually a notes page. I guess it's just to give you more notes pages. I think if I was designing it, I would have made this another pretty designer. But that's fine. And so what I'm using some of the notes pages for are these curriculum trackers for my kids. That's one of the things I really liked about the Mardel planner, is that they had a curriculum tracker for each student so that I can go back if I need to and see what we used, what worked, what didn't work, those kinds of things. So I can plan out the new year. So I'm going to be doing that for each of my kiddos. And then it's not a huge notes section, but there are a few more pages of note paper to kind of play around with. Then you have the nice thick back cover. And that is it. So yeah, so if you have any questions for me or any comments, you can just list them in the comment box below. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because once again, being intentional, I want to be more intentional about my channel this year, and being more consistent with posting. And I've got a lot of video ideas coming up. So thanks for watching my video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.